Hi and welcome back. Today I'm going to show you how you can publish your generated articles to WordPress. So here we have our Airtable, here we have to find an article, and here we have our workflows. So what I'm going to do now, I'm creating a new workflow. I'm calling it posting or publishing. Oh, sorry. Publish to WordPress. Going to save this. So each time I'm choosing this workflow, I want to send this to a make webhook. So here in our content actions, we have to create also a new action, publish to WordPress, and we need to enter a webhook URL. So we're going over to make, just create a new scenario, publish to blog article, just create a new custom webhook and copy this URL here. Copy it over to a webhook URL. Perfect. But we also need to edit our automation. As you can see here, we have like when workflow is generate article, then do something. Now, because it's a new webhook, we also need a new automation. We call it publish to WordPress. And we say when workflow is published to WordPress, then update the other table with the correct record ID. So we're choosing this record ID, copying this here on, and now it should work. Wait a minute, like this. Okay, let's see. Our webhook is waiting for data. Now we're going back to the content system and we are choosing publish to WordPress. First, we should see here an update. Okay, and then in make, the data will arrive soon. Here it is. Great. So now we're having this call, and we, as a parameter, we're giving it the record ID. Now we are going to with Airtable, get a record, choose the correct connection. As a base, we have the content system, and table is also named currently content system. Record ID, it's our record ID. Oh, go away. Great. Like this. Now it is like this that we have here only text. So what you can do, you could already generate HTML here, but now we have only text. What I'm going to do now is I'm converting this text to HTML. For this, I'm using Gemini because it has a quite large token context. So we're doing creator completion. I'm using Gemini 1.5 Flash because it's quite fast and it's for our what we do, it's enough. So max output tokens, just put in 8,000. We don't need 8,000, but if you don't put anything, maybe then it's getting too short. Temperature everything else is not so important, but we need a message, of course. Role is user, part is text. Great. So I'm copying over my prompt. You can also just copy, paste it. Here we just say format is in HTML with bullet points when appropriate, and don't include doc type. And the strange thing was that Gemini always started with this HTML and it ended also with those tags. It was a bit annoying. I told him not to do so, but he's still including this. We will fix this in a minute. add appropriate formatting, etc., etc. And here we're giving the final article. So now what we get out of here is ready HTML we can use. But we have the strange tags we want to replace. So we use the text parser and say replace. You put in what you want to, it's like find and replace. Find this, replace with nothing, and I want to replace the result from Gemini. Global match, case sensitive, multi-line, single line, okay. And there's also one tag at the end, so we're using a new text parser replace. I'm adding the second pattern. That's we have the end. I replace it with nothing, just delete it. And as text, I take the text we already edited. So output here is now our ready-made HTML, and it stripped out those tags. So now we could say we could use WordPress module and say create a post. Title, you can choose from Airtable or just manually. Content will be the second text parser output, 7, so this one. Type, this is a post. Everything else currently I don't need. Status, I say draft because I want to read it before it's getting published. You can choose categories, and here you have featured media ID. So that means you cannot just insert the image URL we have. It wouldn't work. So what we're gonna have to do is unlink this. First, HTTP. First, we need to download a file. So get a file. Sorry, that's wrong. Actually, get a file could also work, but we're doing with a normal HTTP call. HTTP get. HTTP get the image URL. And now we have to set a custom body type so that we get a binary. So body type is raw, content type is custom, and value is application octet stream. Octet stream means binary. Okay, and then we connect this to WordPress. And now we can put in here the ID. Oh, sorry, that's one mistake. We are missing one step. Unlink this. WordPress. Of course, we have to upload the media file. Media items. Create media item. Sounds good. Great. Data. This is the data. File name. Test image. JPEG. Everything else is optional. So now we can connect it. And now you can see here featured media ID. And you can select it here. Perfect. So it is connected to our WordPress page. So let's try it out. First, save and run once. Great. So now we say publish to WordPress. Let's see what it does. Okay, I think that was the previous test. Works. So now we got the Airtable record. We are now producing the HTML. Then we're stripping out unwanted stuff. We're getting the image. Here you can see the data, the image, create media item, and then create a WordPress post. So let's check it out. Here we have the WordPress page, and the first one here is our testing prompt. Let's check how it looks. View, review. Okay, we have our image, and we have our HTML. I would recommend to manually edit each post. So just upload it as a draft and then put in your own, maybe more images and style it a bit better. Until the AI is that good that it's going to produce a perfect output. But that's how it works. So if you have any questions, let me know.